When I was on the television show 90 Day Fiancé, I went from finding the love of my life to finding myself at the top of the FBI's watch list. If you've never seen the show, the premise is this. They give an immigrant 90 days in America on a K-1 visa. They can either get married or leave after the 90 days is up. I'm not going to use this TikTok to probe my political morality, but what I will say is this. A woman in an anti-America hate group actually used this show to get into America, and the victim here was me. And I will say, if she wasn't so beautiful, I would have caught on to what was happening a lot earlier. But she was beautiful and I was seeing things through the lens of desperation. I wanted a wife bad. I find myself getting acquainted with the cameramen, the producers, and then they say, okay, Drake, in a couple weeks, you're going to go to the airport and meet your new wife. I am so excited, I can't wait. The time eventually comes, and I'm nervously driving to the airport, and these thoughts are going through my head. I wonder if she likes me. I wonder if she'll like Tennessee. I wonder if she'll like America. I hope she likes football. I sit in Nashville traffic for 1, 2, 3 hours, and then eventually I make it to the airport. I pull up to the airport and I hop out. The producers and the cameramen are already there. They say, okay, Drake, her plane should be landing any minute. Are you ready? I told the producers, the cameraman, everybody, I got that dog in me. Watch this. Instead of being focused about being the Wizard of Oz, I should have been focused about her true motives into joining the country. But heck, I just thought she liked me that much. So at this point, I'm sitting in the terminal waiting her arrival, and I'm waiting, I'm nervous, and then around the corner she comes. Wow, she is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. She's about 5'2", brunette hair, sun-kissed skin. Oh my God, I gotta have it. I walk up to her, give her a hug, and at this point I'm trying to talk to her. Now she probably speaks about 1% English, so I pull out Google Translate. I don't know if you've ever tried to riz through Google Translate, but it is a tough play. It was not working. Judging by her eye contact and her body language, I really think she liked me, and I still believe to this day if I would have spent more time swaying her ideology in a different direction, we'd be married today. And of course, she was nervous, new countries, cameras around, first time seeing a vehicle in a while. She didn't know what to do, but I was trying my best to say, look, I'm your protector, you're going to be all right. We're married now. So we hop in the car, we get to my place, and I start showing her around. Now the cameras are still following me, and I'm like, hey man, can you give us a minute alone? So as soon as they give us the room, I start touching on her. I pull out the Google Translate, and I ask it, hey, you like that, baby? And then it says it back to her in her language, and it gets a little weird, right? Now, at this point, she stops me, grabs my phone, and speaks into the phone. Now, what she said into the phone, you're not going to believe. Now, I can't lie. I don't know exactly what she tried to say into the Google Translate, but all that translated into English was fireworks. I said, damn, baby, it ain't the 4th of July, but you want to go to the fireworks stand? So she says yes, and we find a fireworks stand. We drive 40 miles. It was really out of season and really inconvenient, but it's my wife. I'm going to do whatever I got to for her. So we get to the fireworks stand, and she grabs my phone, and she puts on Google Translate, biggest. And I'm like, biggest? Okay, that's going to be expensive, but I got you. So I walk up to the guy at the counter. I say, hey, man, I need the biggest fireworks you got. He goes, I got you. While he's grabbing the fireworks, I ask her through the translation app. I say, how many do you want, baby? She knocks back all of them. I don't have a lot of money, right? I'm thinking, wow, you really got me out there in that water. I'm tricking for real now. This is going to cost a fortune, but you're my wife. And of course, the cameras were around, and it would be really embarrassing if I was like, look, I cannot afford this for you. Meanwhile, the whole time we're doing this whole process, she's on her phone texting somebody, and I'm thinking, who is he? I thought maybe an old boyfriend, an old husband, someone from her past. The last person I thought it could be was the leader of the anti-American hate group she was in. I spent $3,421.94 at the fireworks stand, and we go to pull off. As we're driving home, I notice a helicopter overhead. I go, look, baby, a helicopter. She didn't look real excited. She looked scared. I thought, that's weird, but maybe she doesn't see many where she's from. So as we're getting off the interstate to get to my house, I notice an unmarked police car, and then another one, and then a black truck, and then another black truck with a spotlight. I said, somebody must have done something really bad. Now, from here on out, it was really traumatic. I tried to suppress it so it's a little blurry, but all I can remember is lights, getting beat up, taser going off, my woman leaving in handcuffs. No, my baby! I'm on the ground, they're beating me up pretty good, and I'm like, what's going on? They don't tell me anything. They separate me and her. They drag me down to the federal holding building. And that's the point where I find out my wife was actually part of an anti-American hate group.